Ever feel like money is this weird thing? We all chase it and worry about it, but
Yeah,
do we really understand it?
it's a good question.
Today we are going deep on money.
Ooh,
Not just how to make it, but the very idea of it. Buckle up.
okay.
Your perception of wealth might never be the same.
Well, I think what's really interesting is how this thing,
Yeah.
money, this force driving global economies, started as like a simple solution to a very human problem.
Right.
And just imagine a world without money.
Okay.
You're a farmer, you have chickens, right?
Yep.
And your neighbor has potatoes.
Okay.
Great, you can trade,
Easy.
but what if you don't need potatoes?
Yeah, that's a problem.
Or what if they need a haircut, not poultry?
Right. So bartering has limitations.
Big time.
That's where the story of money begins.
Exactly. It wasn't about finding the most valuable thing.
Right.
It was about finding something everyone agreed had value.
Oh, interesting.
Think cowrie shells in ancient Africa, salt in medieval Europe,
Hmm.
even giant immovable stone discs on the island of Yap.
Wow. So these early forms of money, they weren't really valuable themselves, right?
No, it was the trust they represented.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's fascinating.
Yeah, money became like humanity's first universal language,
Huh.
bridging this gap between chickens and potatoes and even something abstract like labor.
Yeah.
And fast forward to today, and we've got, these fancy paper bills and these coins.
Right.
But think about it, like a $20 bill, that's just paper.
Yeah.
Why is it worth $20?
Yeah. Why?
It's all about that shared belief,
Right.
that trust.
So money is essentially a shared illusion.
Yeah, kind of mind-blowing, right?
Yeah. So what does money actually do?
So money has three main jobs, right?
Okay.
First, it's a medium of exchange, makes trade way smoother than bartering.
Right. Of course. Yeah.
Second, it's a store of value. You can save it for later, knowing that it'll hopefully still be worth something.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
And lastly.
Lastly, it's a unit of account,
Okay.
like a measuring stick for value.
Okay.
We compare prices using money. That $5 coffee versus a $20 meal.
Great.
But what happens if that trust in money breaks down?
Oh.
Think hyperinflation, where prices just skyrocket.
Yeah.
Suddenly that shared illusion crumbles.
It all falls apart.
It does. It highlights how money isn't just about economics, it's deeply psychological.
It really is.
It is. Now let's talk about how money comes into existence.
Okay.
Many people, they think banks just lend out the money you deposit.
Right.
But it's way more interesting than that.
I hope so. So it's not about, vaults full of cash.
Not really, no. It's about this thing called fractional reserve banking.
Fractional reserve banking.
Yeah, imagine you deposit $100, right?
Okay.
The bank doesn't just sit on it. They keep a fraction in reserve, say $10.
Okay. And lend out the rest, $90.
Makes sense.
Now, that $90 gets deposited somewhere else,
Yeah.
and the cycle just continues,
Oh.
creating new money in the system.
So money is being created through lending,
Yeah.
but like any good magic trick, there's a catch, right?
Indeed.
What is it?
And to inflation.
Oh, no.
It's like adding water to soup. It looks like you have the same amount,
Yeah?
but the flavor is weaker.
Right, less potent.
Exactly.
Right.
When the money supply grows faster than the supply of goods and services, prices rise.
Right.
And your money just buys less over time.
Inflation is a sneaky tax.
It is. Quietly eroding your purchasing power.
So we've got money creation, and it's shadow inflation.
Mm-hmm.
But there's another big player in this game, right?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Debt.
Debt.
We often view it so negatively, but
We do.
it's crucial for economic growth.
Absolutely.
Governments borrow to fund projects, businesses to expand, individuals, for homes or education, for sure.
Debt, when used wisely, fuels investment and spending, keeps the economy moving.
Keeps it all going.
So it's not about debt is bad.
No,
It's more like how much is too much.
exactly. Yeah, finding that balance is key.
Finding that balance, yeah.
Now imagine a world where money is no longer just this physical cash.
Oh, okay.
This is where things get really interesting with the rise of digital currencies.
Ooh, digital currencies.
Yeah.
All right, well, we're going to take a quick break, and then we'll be right back to talk about those.
So, digital currencies.
Yeah, it feels like we're kind of witnessing a financial revolution in real time.
It really does.
Cryptocurrencies, blockchain,
Yeah.
even governments are getting in on the action now with their own digital currencies.
It's crazy.
Where do we even begin?
Well, let's start with cryptocurrencies.
Okay.
The rebels of the financial world.
Okay. Yeah.
Bitcoin.
Yeah.
The most famous example operates outside traditional systems.
So no banks,
No banks.
no governments calling the shots.
No governments. It's decentralized.
Wow.
It relies on cryptography and a network of computers to secure transactions
Right.
and to manage the creation of new units.
It's a radical concept.
It is.
But crypto also has this reputation for volatility,
That does.
scams,
Yeah.
and energy-intensive mining processes.
For sure.
It can feel like the Wild West out there.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
How do we make sense of it all?
Well, it's true. The crypto space is very young.
Yeah.
And it's volatile.
Yeah.
Risks definitely exist.
Right.
And anyone considering, diving in really needs to do their research.
For sure.
However, let's not forget about the potential upsides.
Okay, yeah. What are those?
Cryptocurrencies, they can offer much faster, cheaper transactions,
Okay.
especially across borders.
Okay.
They can also provide financial services
Right.
to those without access to traditional banking.
Interesting. Okay. So it's about potential, but also proceeding with caution.
Yes.
And it's not just about, the coins themselves, right?
Whoa.
There's this whole underlying technology.
Right. There's this whole other layer called blockchain.
Blockchain.
Blockchain, yeah. It's a real game changer.
Okay.
Imagine like a digital ledger, right?
Okay.
Distributed across a network of computers,
Right.
recording every transaction transparently and securely.
Wow.
It's incredibly difficult to tamper with.
So that makes it ideal for more than just money.
Way more than just money.
What else?
We're talking supply chains, voting systems,
Wow.
even verifying digital identities.
It sounds like blockchain could revolutionize so many aspects of our lives.
It really could.
It's like the internet in its early days, full of possibilities.
Yeah.
But also uncertainty.
A lot of uncertainty. But the comparison is apt.
Yeah.
We're still figuring out blockchain's full potential,
Right?
and that's exciting.
It's very exciting.
Now, while crypto is disrupting from the outside, right, governments are developing their own digital currencies
Right.
called CBDCs,
CBDCs.
central bank digital currencies.
Okay, so instead of Bitcoin,
Yeah.
we could have digital dollars or euros
Yes.
issued and backed by the central bank.
Exactly.
So it's like digital cash.
Yeah.
But with the potential for more control and efficiency.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Proponents, they argue that CBDCs could make financial systems more efficient,
Right.
reduce costs,
Okay.
and increase financial inclusion.
So there's some benefit.
There are some benefits, yeah. They could also give governments new tools to manage the economy, like distributing targeted aid or implementing monetary policies more effectively.
Okay, so there's definitely some pros to this.
For sure, yeah.
But I imagine there's some concerns too.
Oh, yeah, there are definitely concerns.
Wait.
Increased government control over money
Right.
raises questions about privacy
Yeah, for sure.
and the potential for surveillance.
Yeah. Could CBDCs become tools for tracking every transaction we make?
Potentially. That's a valid concern for sure.
It is. Yeah,
The balance between innovation and privacy.
Yeah.
That's crucial.
Absolutely.
We need to have these open discussions as these technologies develop,
Right.
ensuring they serve us,
Yeah.
not control us.
It feels like we're at a crossroads.
Yeah.
Will the future of money be decentralized and driven by technology like crypto, or will it be more centralized
Right.
and controlled by governments through these CBDCs?
It's a good question.
Or could it be something else entirely?
It's a fascinating question.
Yeah.
Perhaps the future will involve some kind of hybrid system
Right.
with different types of digital currencies kind of coexisting
Right.
and serving different purposes. The possibilities are vast.
Yeah, they are.
And the future of money, it's being written right now.
Wow, that's pretty amazing.
Okay.
So welcome back to the final part of our deep dive into money.
Yeah, it's been a journey.
It has been a journey. We've journeyed from bartering to Bitcoin,
Right.
explored those powers of inflation and debt,
Mm-hmm.
and even peeked into a future with digital currencies.
Yeah, we've covered a lot of ground.
We really have.
Yeah.
But the big question still remains, what's next for money?
Good question.
What does this all mean for us?
Well, I think we've laid the groundwork understanding how money evolved to where it is today.
Right.
Now it's time to kind of put on our futurist hats
Okay.
and really imagine the possibilities,
Yeah.
those potential scenarios that could reshape our whole relationship with money.
It's exciting and a bit daunting all at the same time.
I know, right?
It's like standing on the edge of a whole new financial era.
It really is.
So let's dive into some of those potential future scenarios.
Okay.
We talked about crypto and blockchain, these decentralized forces kind of disrupting the traditional system. Could we see a future where banks, as we know them, become obsolete?
It's definitely possible.
Really?
Yeah. Imagine a world where financial transactions just happen like peer-to-peer,
Okay.
totally powered by blockchain technology, decentralized exchanges, lending platforms, insurance protocols.
Right.
I mean, these are already emerging,
Right.
challenging that status quo.
It's like cutting out the middleman, giving people more control over their own finances.
Exactly. Exactly.
So it's a future where financial power is more evenly distributed
Yeah.
rather than concentrated in the hands of a few.
Mm-hmm.
It's a compelling vision, but how realistic is it?
I mean, the shift is already happening, right?
Yeah.
Whether decentralized finance becomes the dominant system
Right.
or coexists with more traditional models remains to be seen.
Yeah.
But that impact is undeniable.
Right. And it's not just about decentralization.
No?
We're also seeing the lines between technology and finance kind of blur.
Absolutely, yeah.
With mobile payments, online banking, and all these fintech apps kind of becoming increasingly integrated into our lives.
For sure.
So what happens when we add, artificial intelligence,
Oh.
big data,
Yeah.
the Internet of Things into the mix?
I mean, the possibilities they're mind-boggling.
I bet.
Imagine your refrigerator automatically ordering your groceries
Okay.
and paying with digital currency.
Wow.
Or your car negotiating your insurance premiums based on your driving data.
Huh.
The technology's there.
Wow.
The question is how these innovations will be integrated into our financial lives.
It sounds like science fiction.
I know.
But it's closer than we think.
Way closer.
But with all this innovation, it's important to remember that money
Yeah.
at its core is a social construct.
Absolutely.
Its value comes from our collective belief and trust in the system.
That's it. As technology advances,
Yeah.
we really have to consider those social and ethical implications.
Absolutely.
How do we ensure that these new systems are fair,
Right.
equitable, accessible to everyone?
Right.
How do we prevent them from becoming tools for control and exclusion?
That's a really good point. We don't want a future where only like a tech-savvy elite benefits from these advancements.
Exactly.
Right. We need to design these systems to serve the common good.
For sure.
It makes you wonder, could we even go further?
How much further?
What if money as we know it didn't exist at all?
It's a pretty radical thought experiment.
I know.
Some thinkers are exploring alternative models like
Okay.
community currencies,
Right.
time banks,
Okay.
resource-based economies.
Why?
These systems aim to decouple value from those traditional monetary metrics and focus on meeting people's needs directly.
It's pretty inspiring to see people challenging the status quo,
Yeah,
imagining these new possibilities.
absolutely.
Whether these alternatives gain, mainstream traction
Yeah,
is uncertain.
for sure.
But they spark important conversations about the role of money in our lives.
I think that's the important part.
Yeah.
Ultimately, the future of money isn't predetermined.
Yeah.
It's shaped by the choices we make today,
Right.
both individually and collectively.
Right.
How we design,
Yeah.
regulate, and use these new technologies will determine the kind of world we create.
So as we navigate this evolving financial landscape,
Yeah,
just remember that you have a role to play.
you do.
Stay informed.
Yeah.
Ask those critical questions
Uh-huh.
and make conscious choices about how you use your money. The future of money is a game we're all playing.
It's a game we're all playing. It's not about winning or losing.
Good.
It's about shaping the future we want to see.
Yeah.
A future where money serves humanity
Right.
rather than the other way around.
That's a future worth striving for.
It is.
Well, thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the world of money.
Thanks for having me.
We hope you've gained a new perspective on this powerful force that really shapes our lives.
Definitely.
Keep exploring, keep learning, and keep playing the game of money,
Yeah.
consciously and thoughtfully.
Until next time.